right, fellas. I just want to share one more option run play in our playbook. So we just want to review it right here. So, guys, the name of this play, obviously, the formation you look at it, it's right. Okay, just regular base, just right. But see how the halfback goes to the tight end side. So we're going to call this right strong. Yeah, so as you can see, the halfback goes to the wing in the tight end side. Same alignment. His inside foot's going to be split in the midline of the tackle right here, 4 yards behind the heels of the tackle here. All right, so this is going to be called 54 midline, okay? 54 midline. And the rationale behind the numbering, guys, is we know our number schemes go from 1 to 2 to 3, all right, 4 here. There's really no 5. 5 is basically the midline right here. All right, the midline goes from the quarterback to the center all the way into the end zone. That is a midline. That's a midline path. It can go all the way to one end zone to the other. It's a straight line, okay? So if we're running what they call a midline option, if you call it 54, okay, the blocking is going to be geared towards the right. Okay, if it's a 56, we're going to be blocking that as a midline option to the left. Okay, so let's just talk about 54 midline right now. Okay. All right, so what we're doing, the rule is we're not blocking the man, the defender, first defender outside of the play side guard. All right, so since it's a 54, the play side is on the right. Okay, so the first person head up to outside the play side guard would be this 3 technique right here. So we're not going to block him. He is going to be the option guy. All right, quarterback is going to read his movement. All right, so let's just take a look at the blocking up front. All right, tackles. We are blocking out. Okay, blocking out. Big physical block, cock the elbows back, deliver a punch, run your feet, and don't let them cross your face. Okay. Now, center and backside guard. We know that the play is hitting right here. All right, it's actually the path of the fullback. We always say it's a one-way street. We don't want any traffic on it. Okay, so we're going to double this. All right, and we're going to get physical. We're going to displace him off the line of scrimmage right here. All right, we're going to get our hips together and create a wall and drive him up the field. Ideally, we'd like to get the center off on this backside linebacker, but at the beginning progression of this guy, so let's just stay on the double team. Okay. Now, right guard, first man head up to outside. He uses 3 techniques, so we're not blocking him. All right. He's the read key. So we're going right to play side linebacker right here. All right. Getting a hat on a hat. He's going to fill, so expect a pretty good collision here. All right. Tackle. Okay. You can see that this guy is the option guy, so you're blocking out. Tight end, okay, if this guy is so far removed from the play, okay, we can double it. If he's sitting on the line of scrimmage, then you're going to block out, all right? But if he's this far wide, double. If he's sitting on the line of scrimmage, if he's within a yard of you, all right, within arm's length of you, tight end, fan out. Okay, pretty easy rule there. All right. Now what we got here is the quarterback is going to get off the midline. He's going to step at 9 o'clock, take his left foot, and he's going to get off the midline here. Okay? He's going to get off the midline, and the path of the fullback is, the aiming point is right here, right up the center's tail, right here. Okay? Because we have to depend on these guys displacing this one technique. Quarterback, same option rules. You're snapping the ball back to your backside hip. All right? We know what the path of the back is, but our eyes snap right to this defensive tackle right here, this 3 technique. All right. If he bends, meaning if he squeezes, okay, we're going to pull the ball. We're going to run up the B gap. Okay. Fullback here. You are or halfback, I should say here. You're the personal protector. You're the personal protector of the quarterback, because if he disconnects the ball from the fullback, he's getting right behind your block. You are not making any collision with this 3 technique. All right, he's the read key. Going inside of that, blocked by the tackle. All right. Now, if this linebacker, if he does like some type of gap exchange where the 3 technique pinches and the linebacker scrapes over the top, you're going to end up taking that linebacker. If the linebacker fills, then we're just going to keep climbing and block the first off-color jersey just like that. Okay. This Z, all right, if we're running it like this, guys, if we're running right strong, or strong right, however we want to tag it, all right, we're just kind of go up the field, maybe help this guy out, and then just keep climbing, just like that, guys. Okay. Quarterback, same thing. So we're reading here. Okay. If he flies up the field, we're just going to give it to the fullback, and he's going to get right behind these blocks right here. All right. He can bend it a little bit towards the A gap to the right, but we want to stay on the midline as much as possible. And if you give a quarterback, just run it out. Okay. Run it out just like that. All right. It's a double option. It's not a triple option, guys. He's either going to give it to the fullback on a give, on a dive, or he's going to disconnect it and he's going to run right through the B gap. Okay. That is 54 midline. Okay, we want the quarterback being involved in the run game as much as possible, so the defense has to account for this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy. All right, so makes it a little bit tougher for them to defend all four guys. So, guys, this is going to be 54 midline from a different set. So we got slot left. Okay, this is just like twins left. Remember we talked about the only difference between slot and twins is that the slot guy is just going to line up almost like a wing. All right, but nothing changed in the backfield, guys. Okay, tight end goes opposite on slot left. Okay, so we're going to call this 54 midline, but now we got a little bit different set up front. We got different front. Okay, so if we're going by our rules, which we always try to do, okay, we're optioning the first man outside the play side guard. 54, so that means the right guard's the play side guard. That means that we're not blocking this guy. Okay, so the tackle has to kind of understand that he now has the read guy head up on him. So instead of blocking out, okay, now we have to block down. Okay, and this all reps in practice, guys. We'll get this, okay? All right, now this guard, obviously the center has a guy head up on him. We're going to double him, okay? We're going to double him. We're going to straight double right here. Boom, boom. All right, with the hope of the guard coming off to that backside linebacker. All right, but for now, stay on the double and be physical. Okay, backside guard. Okay, I know when there was a one technique in here, you doubled, but now there's no one technique. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to climb. Okay, you're going to block that linebacker if he comes. Left tackle, you're going to block the guy. If there's a guy head up on you, you block him if you're on the backside, just like that. Okay, this Y right here, if he's head up, obviously, same thing, same rule. You're going to block out. So quarterback, same thing, all right? We're getting off the midline right here. Eyes now snap. It's a 4 technique, okay? So right here, same path, okay, right up the center's tail, all right? If he bends, this is a tough bend, though. If he's that wide quarterback, it's most likely going to be a give, all right, to the quarterback, to the fullback, okay? So halfback, with a personal protector in case he disconnects, and then we're getting north and south, and we're getting ahead on whoever can defend the play. So quarterback, like I said, it's a double option. It's not a triple option. There's no pitch involved on the midline, okay? If he comes up the field, give it. All right, quarterback, if he does bend, if he does pinch, and he pinches hard, pull it, okay? We're getting right behind this halfback into the B gap, okay? And we're getting north and south. All right, B to C, okay? Because we're getting inside of that block by the tight end. The tight end's going to have do a great job there. If we're in this set, guys, we almost have to we'll tinker with this in practice, but if we can have a preset motion here, all right, if we want to pull this guy out of the box or have these linebackers be cognizant of the motion and try to adjust their gap, whatever, we can try that, or we just have him block that linebacker right there, whatever. That's something that we can do in practice. But the biggest thing is the blocking up front, guys. Okay, understand who the read guy is, understanding the scheme, okay, quarterback understanding the read, fullback understanding the path, halfback understanding what gap we're hitting, okay? That's 54 midline against a 50, guys, okay? All right, guys, just to review on the other side, just so if you're on the left side, you'll know what's going on. So we're going to call this, this is going to be slot right, okay? So tight end lines up on the left, halfback lines up on the left, okay? The Z is in tight, almost like a wing, okay? All right, so the call from the sideline, guys, is going to be 54 midline, all right? 54 midline. I'm sorry, that's on me. 56 midline, okay? And we're obviously not going to be blocking. We're reading the play side tackle right here, all right? Because the rule is we're not blocking the first man head up to outside the play side guard. All right, so this technique, three technique right here, guys, is going to be the read key. All right, so let's just take a look. All right, so All right, let's just look interior. So center, now we have a one technique on the backside. What do we say? We're going to double that. Okay, because the play's hitting right here, 56, okay? Right tackle, we're blocking out right on that guy, head up, okay? Now, left guard, we know that we're not blocking him, so we're climbing. All right, we're climbing right to that linebacker. If it was a 50, I mean, if there's a guy head up right here, we would double it. But we don't need to double it because he's now shifted into the backside A gap, and these guys got that covered. Now you climb right to this linebacker right here. All right. Tackle, obviously, you can see there's nobody head up on you. There's nobody head up on you. All right. So you're going to block out. All right. Why? Tight end, you block out. Looks like he can defend the play pretty decent. Okay. Halfback. Okay. We're ripping right here, guys. Okay. It's a B gap play. That's what the quarterback wants to pull the ball and run through. Okay. We don't want to run this outside. Okay. Because we're blocking outside. All right. So we're climbing, climbing, climbing. If this linebacker scrapes, I take him. If he fills, the guard takes him, and then I just go to the next defender. All right. Like I said, we can get a little pre-snap motion here, okay, if we want. Okay, we'll go through that when we do individual and group. Okay. Quarterback gets off the midline. He steps at 3 o'clock. I snap right to the 3 technique. Here's my path right here. All right, let's get rid of this guy. All right. I know this guy's unblocked. Okay. The hope is that we get great push here, that he doesn't have a path to the play. All right. If he bends, we disconnect it, quarterback, and get right behind, because now he's abandoned the gap. If he bends, this gap is wide open. If he comes up the field, the A gap is wide open. So the defense can't be right. Okay, so we gotta make a sound decision here. All right, so if he bends, we're gonna pull it and get right behind the halfback and get north and south, get into the end zone, just like that. Okay, if he flies up the field, we're just gonna give it to the fullback. All right, and then we're gonna run it out, just like that.